I felt very intimidated and scared. He was a police officer. So how do you fight a cop? The impact that Chester Thompson had in my life was pretty horrid. It changed my perspective on how I view men and relationships, and I'm raising sons, so it wasn't easy trying to put that behind me. I had to go to counseling for 4 years and try to get over it and realize it wasn't my fault. I don't know why Chet had picked me and made me a target for what had happened. Maybe just because I was a single mom, and maybe I was just a vulnerable person. I can't speak for why he chose me or his reasoning and thought process. I'm not sure. He never talked about getting caught with me. He was just so arrogant and dominant in his actions that, and I believe he thought he was invincible. He threatened me because I was a tenant in his home, and it was just me and my son that was still in elementary school, threatened to throw me out. When he'd show up at the house, it would be for reasons like he'd have to collect the rent or check on the other tenants upstairs and want to see how things were in the inside of the house. How did he approach me for sex? Just very dominant, and a couple times he would push me in the bathroom and just force himself. One time he pushed me into the closet across from the bathroom and just forced himself. One time he came in the house while he was still on duty most of the time, and had sex with me in the kitchen, just forced me up on the kitchen counters and just took what he wanted. I never reported what he did because I was afraid nobody would believe me. He's a police officer. I just hope the best for the other victims and they're able to get help. I hope that if any other woman is going through this, that she speaks up so she doesn't have to live with the act of what happened and carry it with her for the rest of her life. It's better that they speak up and get help and bring them to justice.